we'll be diving right into this interactive section where we'll be talking about food prices. Is inflation really calming down? If you've been to the market recently or done your grocery shopping, you've probably felt the pinch of rising food prices. But here's the big question on everyone's mind. Is inflation really coming down? Now, the latest figures from the National Bureau of Statistics show that headline inflation for June 2025 dropped slightly to 22.22%, down from 22.97% in May. On the surface, that's a small but welcome decline, even more striking when you compare it to June last year. Inflation has fallen by nearly 12% points from 34.19%. But here's the catch. These numbers come after a rebasing of the inflation index with 2024 as the new base year. So does this mean prices are actually getting better, or is there more to the story? We want to hear from you. Have you noticed any changes in food prices? Are you feeling relief, or does your budget still feel the squeeze? When you go to the market, when you go to buy your groceries, have you seen any changes? Have the prices reduced? Is it easier for you to purchase what you need to purchase? So make sure you give us a call now on the numbers displayed on your screen. Send us a WhatsApp message. Let us hear from you. We'd like to hear your thoughts because this affects you directly. This affects you closely, and we would want to know if the prices in the market have gone down around you. Let us hear from you. And you can send us messages on WhatsApp as well. Make sure you do and call us in. We'd like to hear from you because your voice does matter. Maryam, with the statistics, and you see a decline in inflation, you would think that it directly, changes immediately. But then a lot of people would say that even with inflation coming down or declining,
Nigerians are not really
exactly anything, there isn't really a change when it comes to the day-to-day purchase, the day-to-day activities. And with that, a lot of Nigerians wouldn't say that there is a reduction in prices when it comes to purchasing things, or when it comes to goods in the market.
Inflation in Nigeria, Hauwa, is something that is affecting everybody from the elite to the normal Nigerians, to the poor Nigerians. Everybody is feeling it. Yeah, we've heard from the statistics, the news, that inflation in Nigeria is decreasing, and it has fell from 22.22% to 22.90%, from 22.97% to 22.22%.
And that's a very
it's a very tiny,
very little margin.
Maybe that's why Nigerians are not really feeling it. Most of them do not even know about this news, because last week the goods you go to the market to buy last week, this week it's no longer the same price with this week. So I don't understand.
But then the thing that we have to understand is, even with the intricacies of these statistics, if the Nigerian does not see it physically and it impacting directly in his life, he wouldn't consider it as anything. All right, we have our first caller. Hello, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, you guys. How are you doing?
We're doing great. Thank you so much. What is your name and where are you calling from? All right, good morning. What is your take on this? Have you noticed any reduction in prices when it comes to your purchases?
So, the only time of inflation, according to what the papers are saying, I'm seeing nothing that is happening there. The only thing that is happening to Nigeria is that we can endure. It's endurance that we are adapting to high cost of food. Nothing is coming down. In my country right now, a movie of local rice is equal for 1718. And that is what we have been buying since last year. Imagine that now that the fresh corn are coming out, a cup of corn in Makodi now is 300, 250, 300 naira is the smallest one. If you go to those who go roasting it, you'll be hearing 500, 400 naira. So what is coming down there? There is something that is coming down. And Nigeria, when things goes up, even though what needs to go up to resolve, the vendors will keep they will prefer let it continue to be going higher so that they can benefit it personally. So that is our problem. And that is why you don't just allow things to go up anyhow. Because if it goes up, going up is not hard. Bringing it back to what it used to be is an issue. So that is the problem. That's what I need to do. I need to come it down from my own angle in my code here. But I don't know, maybe in Abuja that you guys are, everything is working better way. But for now, what I'm seeing here, things is the way it is. Nothing is better. So we pray maybe with time, we will see miracles. Thank you very much. That is my take for this morning.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for your contributions. Well, when you look at it from a different angle, there are different things that could affect the prices of food when it comes to them in the market. And we have to take into consideration that even if it is said that the inflation has reduced, you would have to look at other aspects when it comes to food production, which is insecurity, and that would directly affect that.
Yes, I really wanted to tell you about that.
We have a caller. Hello, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Hauwa. Good morning, Maryam. This is Shatima calling from Maiduguri.
Good morning, Shatima. Thank you for joining us. All right, what is your take on this? Do you think food prices have gone down?
Well, honestly, in some items, they have gone down, but not as much as people were expecting. You can have in movie, you can have the deduction of 200 in some items. If you are buying it in VAT, some items 1,000, 1,500, 2,000. But what we are putting is to the price to come down significantly, to come down reasonably. This going down, well, we thank God, because let's compare it like before. And honestly speaking, what we are experiencing is the source of getting the money. Because there is no money in the country except if you are a politician. The money is with the politician. If in their back, they struck it in somewhere, they know better. In calculation, the money is not quite adequate. And it is even disgrace. Today, our youth are going to a foreign country like Chad, Niger, and Kenya to sell their labor, to look for money that they put themselves. It's a pity. These three countries that I mentioned, we have done border with them. We know whether everybody cannot insist that we are the one that feeding them. But today, our youth are going there in a large number. Some of them they have been even facing crisis, and they are losing their lives in the process. And even last week, one of my family friend was killed in Chad. And so you see, our leaders have to wake up. They have to do something to at least bring a remedy to this hardship, so that we can concentrate on building our country. Because a hungry man cannot have anything tangible to offer for the betterment of the country. If you leave somebody in hunger, you cannot expect him to do anything. What you are thinking is within the cycle of how he will feel, how he will get food and people first. And you see now so many people, they are just surviving. It was only God knows how they survive. Because of the problems and the hardships that we are facing. So we are calling for our government. You see, and the very strong, the thing that is disturbing us. And now rainy season has come. And our farmers, they do not see the fertilizer. Even the fertilizer has become beyond the reach of the farmer. It's too expensive. Even the chemicals to clear their farms become a problem. So they result in farming the half of the farm. The rest of the land they leave it like that. So our prayer is, if our leaders do not wake up, our prayer is we should not be jumped into this crisis bit. We are praying for God intervention. But before you pray, you have to do something. Your action have to show. You see, that's the fundamental problem that we are having. It's invisible. That they are saying it was lying on paper. It was paper invisible. It's far from reality. I say the drop of the price is very small. It's not much effort. So we are praying our leaders to wake up and do something more visible. Thank you so much and happy life.
Thank you, Shatima.
All right, thank you so much, Shatima, for that contribution. He made a lot of points, but then at the end of the day, we have to look at a lot of factors that would affect, the increase in prices in food. And when you look at what is going on around the country, especially when it comes to farmers not being able to, farm and harvest their produce in safety, that in itself would help in the scarcity of food produce, and with that as well, that could create an increase when it comes to food prices. And aside from that, there are lots of things that are produced in Nigeria, and a lot of factors do affect them as well. The increase in fuel prices, the increase in the lack of electricity and all of that surrounding it as well would aid in increasing food prices. But then when there's a fact on that statistic saying that the inflation has gone down, has decreased, there's supposed to be, there's supposed to be a change. There's supposed to be something of a note that shows that, yes, that inflation has gone down and impacts people positively. All right, we have a call on the line. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Valare.
Balarabe, go ahead. What do you think about the food prices, the hike in food prices? Is inflation really coming down? Balarabe, are you there?
I'm calling, my name is Valare from Nasarawa State last year.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Actually, the price is actually going down here in last year. Especially the rice, beans, and others. It's affordable anyway. But the problem is, those who are, the people from the markets, they are the one causing problems sometimes. When you go, like for example, the bags of rice from 110,000 is now around 49, 50,000. But when you go to the market for this major, you'll find out that for them to bring down the price, it becomes a problem. So much of the problem we are having here is from those sellers, market sellers in the market. They are the ones giving us problem. And the other thing that is not up to now is this yam. And I know because of the period, because the period is over. That was why that one is still a little bit off. But I want to see that the prices are affordable. So we thank God for that. Actually, the tomato, sometimes it will come up, another time it goes down. So all the same, we thank God for everything. So this is my submission, and thank you.
All right, thank you so much for that. As he mentioned that there are some specific situations where the sellers are the ones that increase the prices when it comes to the food in the market, and when it comes to a couple of things like rice might come down,
maybe
and
cereal,
rice and grains. But then when it comes to perishable produce like tomatoes, peppers and onions and all of that, it fluctuates between, the availability and the lack of. All right, we have another caller. Hello, good morning, and thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
Right, we lost the caller. Make sure you call us back so that we can hear your thoughts as well. It's very important. And as you can see, please do call us on the numbers displayed on your screen. We're still talking about food prices and if the inflation has really gone down.
All right, we have a caller. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where we're calling from?
Hello, Shetina to be back again.
Hello.
Hello, Shetina to be back again.
All right,
ahead,
Shetima. Thank you for calling back. Go ahead.
Thank you. Throughout my solution the last couple of seconds minutes, I talk about the government. But you see, Hauwa, sincerely speaking, our marketers, they are also wicked. They are contributing towards this hiking of the price. Because, what they are doing, what they are after is to make money, anyhow. They have become crazy about money. You see, they have no sympathy about the common man. And I want them to understand one thing. If you sell your product in the highly expensive price, by the time you finish, you go and buy at the expensive price. What is your gain? All the profits have gone, whether you like it or not. This is fact. And you see, you can imagine, while here in Nigeria, we are buying one orange at the cost of 160 naira. One orange, imagine. Imagine in Nigeria, an orange costs 115 naira. You can see, our people are wicked, honestly speaking. If they bought the tea at a cheaper price, they sell it at a very expensive price. I don't know what they are. But recently, we have buried a very dignitary person here in Nigeria. They have to see that gentleman goes with voting. That is what will happen to you. You accumulate much money. You have deprived some people to enjoy certain things of life, to live it better. You collect their money. You sell a very small item of food at a higher price of money. But that thing is hiding on your neck. One.
All right.
And two, that money you will leave it here whether you like it or not. Because we all believe that there is death. Whether you like it or not, you know that there is death. And there is time that you survive here and there is time you will leave this place. Whether you like it or not, and you cannot go with that money that you have accumulated. And this money mentality, we have to arrest it. We have to be brother keepers. We have to be lenient to one another. If you buy something, sell it as a silver price. Whether you have get a major profit, you say Alhamdulillah, you sell it.
All right, thank you, Shetima.
Then you bless your business. Then you keep on decreasing the price off and off, all for you to get money.
All right.
When you get money, don't you understand some calamity will fall on that money, and it will go like that.
All right.
So I pray the God to. We are praying for God to sanitize our mind. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much,
Shetima,
for that second contribution as well, making it a point and calling out, the marketers and the sellers to look at and do what is right when it comes to, conducting business. It is bad in itself that a lot of people are suffering. You do not have to inflate the prices when it comes to selling food produce.
All right, another caller.
Yes.
Hello.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Idris.
Go ahead. What's your thought on this topic?
This is one of your fellow that said the price is coming down. But my family told me when I came in the price are swelling now, so people are coming down. We can't get the that. Probably the farmers are trying. But where I'm worried about is the middlemen, who are selling this food. So they themselves are the ones taking problem for themselves. Because they will know that when the product they buy cheaper, they want to increase it to go for their fellow man. And they know that man is struggling and they want to make a lot of profit. We don't believe in making slight profit, we believe in jumping the profit. So when things come down, it must come down. And for those people, even though it comes down, there are some people who still don't have money to buy. So that's why I'm feeling empathy for those people. Because it might be cheaper, but they don't have the money to buy it. So I'm saying that that's the open way for them to buy it. Because food is very, very important. So once you have food in your family, the rest is easy. You can do your capacity and work fine. So like I always say, food is very cheap here in this place. So they make sure that food is cheaper. So there's no problem. So anywhere you go, food is not a problem. And in Nigeria again, people who are producing this food is to make sure it's oil. Don't use chemical to wrap your banana or your plantain. Because your fellow human being will have cancer. So not because you want to get profit and you do it from a corner way, make people protect it. No. So for me, I think it will be the pleasure of the state government, the federal, local, they are trying with their farmers and the price is coming down. I want it to come down more. This people for right to be 20,000 to buy. So people who are on 70,000, I think can buy a bag of rice, but their family wants to train and this need to do other things. So that's my contribution to that. And price will come down too. God bless Nigeria.
All right, thank you so much for your contribution. I like one thing that he said what goes up must come down, and I hope that the food prices do. We have Ade on the line. Hello, good morning, Ade. All right, we lost Ade. Please do well to call us back so that we can hear from you. And I think we have a couple of WhatsApp messages that we could take this morning. All right, I think we have one from Abdul from Kano State. And he said, good morning, Trust TV. The food price in Nigeria has not gone down due to the retailers. So even if it goes down, the sellers won't agree. This is a serious matter that Mr. President needs to take seriously. And I pray, may God help us. All right, that is one complaint that a lot of people have been doing, that the sellers, the marketers are the ones that are inflating the prices when it comes to the food in the market.
You know, I agree with what Abdul said, but let me digress a little. Fatima, these retailers are on business, right? Hauwa, these retailers are on business, right? They buy these goods, food and goods and what have you, from the wholesalers in large bulks and in higher prices. So you don't expect them to come sell them in when the prices are decreasing, you know. They wouldn't get their profit.
All right. We have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning, and thank you for joining us. Yes, could you switch off your television set so that we can hear you clearly?
Or decrease the volume, please. Hello.
All right, we lost that caller, but please, the rule of engagement is when you are placing a call, make sure your television set is switched off or the volume is all the way down so that we can hear you clearly. All right.
Because these retailers, as I was saying, these retailers, they have family to feed too. You don't expect, if they should sell this food and their goods and services for lower prices, how do they get their profit?
Absolutely. All right, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Please turn off your television set or turn the volume down so that we can hear your contribution.
Good morning. I'm speaking from South Nigeria State.
Can you please decrease the volume of your television set?
Yes, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. That's why I'm talking.
Okay, go ahead. What do you think about this topic?
Basically, what I'm saying is that it is only the food crops have drop down a bit. But what about the chemical?
All right, please, we would have to let you go if you do not switch off or turn down the volume of your television set because we cannot hear you clearly.
Okay. What I'm saying is that we are talking about the chemical that we use and fertilizer is not available. It is only the farmers that are. It is only the farmers they buy chemicals, they spray in their farm, they use fertilizer, natural or not natural. They use fertilizer and then they crop and come down. We thank God for that. Then what is government doing about the chemicals? This is so. It has not come down. The price of it has not come down. The transportation has not come down. What are we doing about this? Or what is the government doing about that?
All right, thank you for your contribution. He made a point saying that different aspects that in itself directly affect, food production as well as, the prices in the market. Farmers as well are suffering when it comes to the inflated prices of fertilizers that they need when it comes to growing their
it's on the high side
food. Yeah,
too.
exactly, absolutely. And farmers just of recent have been complaining about the high prices of fertilizer and other things that they do need when it comes to conducting their farming. And I believe we have one last message and we'll look at it before we go. We have a message from Kogi and it says, "Good morning. It's true food prices are coming down gradually, but it's of use because it will still rise just because farm inputs cost of labor is too high. Chemicals for spraying are costly and others. The government should please help bring down costs of production." The same complaint that, farm inputs are very expensive now, and that directly affects the prices of food when it comes to, it being in the market as well. All right.
However, in a nutshell, I think rising food prices and fuel hikes and insecurity are both interconnected.
Absolutely.
That affect the whole population of the Nigerian people.
Absolutely.
So unless the three are taken care of, especially the rise in the fuel hikes, the petroleum
insecurity
price,
as well, and then a
course,
subsidy when it comes to farm inputs as well. That in itself will help, I believe.
Based on observation, the people that called are all in, the ones in North Central are saying the food prices are going down. We do not have that insecurity, it's not as bad as the cornut, and I think that's why this is where transportation, the cost of transportation comes in.
All right. Okay, with that, we've come to the end of this segment. We'll be going on a short break. When we come back, we'll be diving into our discussion segment where we'll be talking about Buhari's political vacuum. Who inherits the block votes in the north? Make sure you stay with us so that you'll be involved in this conversation, and we'll be right back.